Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, IIOT-OXYS Incorporated just filed an 8K about a promissory note extension, and I'm seeing how a small company navigates its debt. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing is pretty straightforward, but it tells us something important about how IIOT-OXYS is managing its finances with its lenders. So what we have here is a Form 8, which is basically a report for significant events that happen at a company that the public should know about. This particular filing is about a change to a loan agreement, specifically a convertible promissory note. Remember, a promissory note is just a fancy term for a written promise to pay back a loan, and when it is convertible, it means the lender has the option to turn that loan into stock under certain conditions. IIOT-OXYS Incorporated, which we'll call the company, originally issued a convertible promissory note for $75,000 back in July of 2020. This note has been extended before, and now they are extending it again. This is the 7th extension, and it pushes the repayment deadline out further. The key detail here is that the maturity date, which is the date when the loan is supposed to be fully paid back, has been extended from April 2026 to October 31st, 2026. So instead of having to deal with this particular debt in a few months, they now have until the end of October. Importantly, the lender GHS Investments LLC has also waived all previous events of default. Think of an event of default as things that could have technically put the company in violation of the loan terms, and by waiving them, the lender is saying, okay, we're not going to hold those past issues against you as we move forward. Now, what does this mean for IIOT-OXYS Incorporated? This extension is a clear sign that the company is working to manage its cash flow and its debt obligations. They likely needed more time to either secure funding, improve their financial position, or perhaps renegotiate better terms. By getting this extension, they are buying themselves more runway, which can be crucial for a smaller company. It shows they are actively communicating with their lenders and finding ways to keep their operations going. On the flip side, it also highlights that the company is not yet in a position to pay off this $75,000 note. While not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things for larger corporations, for a company like IIOT-OXYS, every dollar and every debt obligation matters. This extension buys them time, but doesn't solve the underlying need for revenue generation or profitability. The filing also lists the exhibits. The most important one here is Exhibit 10.1, which is the actual document detailing the 7th extension for the convertible promissory note. This is where all the precise legal language and agreements are. The other exhibit, 104, is the cover page in an interactive data format, which is standard for SEC filings. Ultimately, this filing is about debt management. It's not a report filled with exciting financial performance numbers like revenue or profit growth, which some other filings might have. Instead, it is a behind-the-scenes look at how a company navigates its financial commitments. The extension indicates a degree of cooperation from the lender, which is positive, but it also implicitly points to the company's ongoing need for financial flexibility. What I am watching for next with the IIOT-OXYS Incorporated is how they use this extended time. Will they be able to grow their business to the point where they can comfortably repay this debt, or will they need further extensions or other forms of financing? This is the constant balancing act for many smaller public companies. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.